going to be making a hollow bead today. I use a lot of hollow beads in my jewelry because it helps to make the jewelry very light. I really like big, bold statements, and by keeping the beads hollow, they don't add any weight, very much weight. And so it's going to be a bead like this, as you've seen in some of the necklaces upstairs. And basically it starts with clear glass and silver foil and frit. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the silver foil. So this is just water. The silver foil tends to fly all over. So I just put a little water there, and then I'm going to take a piece of silver, excuse me, this is silver leaf, not foil. It's a little bit thinner. The foil's a little thicker. I'm going to put it down here. And then I'm going to start with my safety glasses and my fan. I'm going to start making a small hollow bead. So light the torch. The first thing I do is light the propane. It's a propane oxygen torch, so I light the propane first, then the oxygen, and I regulate it a little bit. Then I take a clear glass rod and I warm it at the end of the flame so it doesn't spit. And I take a mandrel. The mandrel is just a stainless steel welding rod, but it's been dipped in bead release, which is just a kind of clay, so that it keeps the glass from actually sticking to the mandrel, so that you can get the bead off. So I heat these both till they're pretty hot. And I start by making a little bead on one side, and then another bead on the other side, and this is how large my footprint is going to be for the bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep building up these discs until they're a certain height. And then I'm going to start bridging them together, so that you can see that the inside is hollow. And the glass is nice and soft, and it kind of is like honey. I keep building one side and the other. Trying to just keep the heat on the glass, not on the bead. I'm going to fill in the little holes and bridge it together. I think I've got all the holes filled up, but we'll see. Switch hands. And I'm just going to heat the glass up. And it will turn round. I tend to use these little graphite molds because it makes it happen a little bit faster. I put it in the mold and roll it through. We've got a little round bead. Now I'm going to go over here and just roll it in the silver leaf and then burnish it on so it's on really tight. Then I'm just going to melt it in. The silver foil, and then I'm going to dip it in this Silver Lake frit, which is really pretty. Take a little bit, melt it in. That's not enough, that's too much. Let's see if I can get some of that off there. I'm going to melt that in. Reacting with the silver, so you can sort of see that it's what it's doing. Now it's starting to cool, and I think that I want to bring out some of the silver, so I'm going to add a little bit more propane to the flame. I'm going to wave it through. Especially on some of these real white areas, just slightly. Just wave it through a little bit, just to bring out some of the silver. And there we go. up in the kiln, 950 degrees, where it will stay for 4 hours, and then anneal. It will go down to 750, 100 degrees an hour. And then it will go down to 500 and shut off. And I can take them out the next day.